Yep. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Please switch on your camera, guys. I will request you to switch on your camera, please, and take out your notepads and pens so that we are going live in next 15 seconds, guys. Okay. Yes. Welcome, Sri Balaji. Welcome, Ramraj. Welcome, Jay Nandini. Welcome, HP. I don't know who's that HP, but anyway, fine, guys. Welcome to this day 68 of this session. And today it's a very, very important day. Okay. This is a skill, whether you like it or not, whether you are interested or not, whether what you call, whether you are a fresher or not, whether you're experienced or anything. This is a one skill mandatorily which you will have to learn. Okay, that is the ultimate importance of this skill into the what you call into the design market. Being a designer, okay. So this is called critical thinking skill. How many of you don't know this critical thinking skill? How many of you don't know this critical thinking skill? How many of you have heard about this? How many of you have heard about this? Type out in the chat. At least I've heard about it, but I'm not sure. Uh, I don't know much about it, but I've heard about it. Who is like that? Who is like that? Yes, 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 yes. A lot of people are typing yes. Okay. See, the thing is, I wanted to ask you one more question also, guys. Like, let's say if you are given an opportunity to brainstorm, ideate, and like, let's say if you're given an opportunity to creatively think, have you ever consciously applied this skill? That's my next question. Have you consciously applied this skill? That is my question. So what is critical thinking skill according to you? Maybe in one line, can you just tell what is critical thinking skill? In one line. Just a second. In one line, can you tell me what is critical thinking skill? Go ahead. Come on, guys. Hmm. Come on. Let us see how you guys are uh, finding out. Hmm. In one line, what is my critical thinking skill? Again, see, guys, Google will give you an answer. But what is your understanding? Let's go from that. Let's start our understanding for connecting from that. Knowing about the root cause. That's great. Okay, Ramraj. Cool. What about others? What about others? What about others? Welcome, guys. Welcome. I just forgot to switch on the recording. Okay. So what about others? So Ramraj is saying going to the root cause of the problem. That's great. That's a great way to what you call understand it. What about others? What about others? Hmm. Can think efficiently even in stressful situation and being calm. Okay, that's great. Fine. Excellent, Jay Nandini. What about others? What is your thought process? Come on, guys. Switch on your camera. Yeah. What is others thought process? I just want to get your thought process as well, guys, because uh, see, I used to conduct a very detailed session on critical thinking to my earlier students. Okay, we used to open up a topic and we used to debate on that because thinking cannot be learned in a definition way. You will have to you will have to discuss about a topic. You'll have to put the perspectives front. You'll have to question that why not this that. Then and only your analogy and the rationale what you're keeping will justify your thought process. Then only your critical thinking ability will grow. Or else, what happens? You'll just understand this is like a theory. Okay, design thinking. Okay, critical thinking also I will learn. Okay, what is the process? Okay, I learn. No, critical thinking is a very, very special skill which a designer needs to learn. Many times, it will make you really question to the base of the assumption or the underlying fact, whatever is there. Even sometimes facts could be wrong. It could be taken by a different point of view. That is why critical thinking, being a designer, it's mandatorily important, and it will become a life-changing thought process for you if you understand this one skill. It will become a total game changer for you. I've seen many people applying this skill have really questioned certain products which nobody has ever thought it is possible. That reality has been broken down by many people for this critical design thinking skills. That is why it's super skill, and I really like it. And particularly, I would also like to thank my seniors, the people whom I've interacted with, even in the design studio where I worked on. So they have really made me question this. It's also about the environment, guys. See, your environment is always stronger than your willpower. That's what my mentor used to say. You may be a superman or you may be super genius, but your environment is not supporting that. You will automatically be pulled back. That is why you need to choose a design studio which is totally value aligned, which is totally aligning to your goals, and it should also be design driven towards thinking this kind of a critical thinking, this analytical thinking, creativity thinking. So all these things should be there in the one environment what you're working. That is why I ask you to write your codex properly. Your codex is the first document which you have to write. When you write your codex document properly, this will be ultimately clear for you. And a lot of people have still not completed the codex document. I would recommend you guys to first complete that codex document. When you complete and get on a one-to-one call with me, you will feel extraordinary. Yesterday night also we had a one-to-one call. So that person, that student of me, he felt so happy. Absolute clear, Jagdish. I'm seeing myself very clearly, and I'm trying to get the answers internally. Answers don't come external. Answers come from internal. That's the true answer. Okay. For years, he's been searching for what you call right answers for his career. But after writing that codex for, like, let's say it would take 2 to 3 hours for you to complete that document. He's excellent. I mean, he got an absolute clarity on what he wants, and I'm able to see what is his pain point and what he wants. So, codex is the ultimate diagnostic tool. This kind of environment and studios, you'll be able to find out properly, provided. Sorry, guys, provided. Sorry, it's really a late night sleep. No problem. But yeah, this will help you align your career really faster. See, ultimately, why we are being designers is not just to work and earn salary. It's to grow ourselves and create a very big impact. And this skill is going to be the ultimate basics for each and every one of you who want to become a great aspiring designer. Okay. So with this context, we will jump into this topic. Guys, please switch on your camera. Everybody, are you here? How do I understand that you are here? See, it feels like I'm just talking alone. That feels little uncomfortable. So switch on your camera. I hope everybody will. Okay, just a second. Let me change my tonality. Okay. Can you hear me better now? Confirm me if my voice is showing any difference. Mm-hmm. Confirm me if my voice is. Yeah, now my voice is better. Can you hear me? Guys, please type out in the chat yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Okay, that's great. No problem. Fine. Okay, so let me share the screen, guys. Okay, that's great. It's better or it's worst, the voice audio, the audio compared to the earlier one, or the earlier one was better. I just changed one setting because audio needs to be very clear. That's the reason I'm asking you guys a feedback. Crystal clear. That's good. That's what I want. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, because a lot of people are also hearing our YouTube videos while they're traveling. But for those people, I wanted to make sure the audio is also perfectly clear so that they are getting the best out of this. Okay. Yes, guys. So very interesting skill is critical design thinking skill for a designer. Okay. So first of all, this is a superpower, guys, I would say. How many of you are agreeing this? It's a superpower. See, first of all, it majorly helps you to solve problem. End of the day, that's the dot, guys. I'm making it very clear and simple. This is not a skill which you become a superman. All those things is fine, but at the end of the day, you have to solve problem. There are many tools and approach and methods to do it, but majorly it helps you to increase your creativity. It builds that resilience. The reason being, your thought process towards solving a problem will go to a whole new level when you consciously apply this critical thinking methodology. I would recommend you to go and listen to one of my podcasts, guys. It's in the 190 episode or something. I've compared the difference between critical thinking, analytical thinking, design thinking, not design thinking, normal thinking. Four of these parameters have compared. I mean, that podcast has really come out well. Please go and listen to it. It's a 10 to 15 minutes podcast. The reason being, I recorded that is a lot of people are getting confused with this thought process and methodology. That's the very reason I recorded that one. Okay. After this YouTube live, you can just go to the Spotify and type out the word critical thinking. You'll automatically get that episode. Okay. That's great. Okay, cool. So, this being said, let's understand one more aspect to it. Okay. The major importance of learning the skill is not just problem solving, it's also about creating innovation. Second important factor. And also adaptability. See, I will tell you one thing. If your thought process towards solving a problem is getting a very good base, it's getting a very good, what you call, a very careful consideration of your assumption and data and fact, you can able to build on top of it. You can able to adapt into a whole new different level using your simple project what you're creating. How many of you don't agree this? How many of you don't agree this? The reason why I'm showing you is this is the exact fact why we are learning this kind of a skills. See, I'll give you an activity also where you can learn more. So this allows designers to analyze complex problems and break them into a manageable parts. 85% of the top performing designers prioritize critical thinking. See, this is extremely important, guys. AIGA design report says that. Okay. Innovative solution. This encourages beyond the obvious user-centered design thinking. Apple out-of-box design thinking. That's we know it, right? Adaptability. It makes you enable through the ambiguity. See, this is the most important part I would say. Many times we've been forced with assumption, guys. We will not know whether we are sitting in the assumption or not. And that critical thinking can help you navigate this assumption and make a very clear decision. That's what is the major thing. See, teams who are using critical thinking strategies are 70 times more effective in adopting these challenges. The Interaction Design Foundation, IDF has said that. So remember these three things: problem solving, innovative solution, adaptability. You guys might be knowing problem solving, but innovative solution. If you are thinking critically, you will know how to think innovatively. This is the ultimate basic. Many people want to do, no, Jagdish, I want to think critic, I want to think creative, I want to become innovative, I want to go out of box, I want to go come inside box. Only one factor. Make sure you are thinking very critical. What is mean by critical? What is that concept? What is the main thing? We're going to see now. Okay. So what is this critical thinking? First of all, see, whenever a problem is given to you, okay, let's assume that some problem is given to you. Just a second. Okay. Whenever a problem or any kind of a situation is given to you, are you analyzing it? Are you evaluating it? Are you synthesizing some information to make a reasoned judgment at the last, not at the front? Like, let's say, if I'm giving you the data like this, like, let's say, 70% of the population in India are digitally illiterate. I'm just giving you one data like this, okay? So what will you do? Tell me, Namraj. Tell me, what will you do? Jayanandini, tell me, what will you do? Anju, HP, Sri Balaji. Guys, please switch on your camera. What happened? Please do come forward. This is the, see, from here, it's going to be interactive because you cannot learn critical thinking by reading the definition. If I'm giving you one data, like 70% of the people are having digitally, they are not literate. What are you inferring through this? Tell me. What will you do with this?
Give awareness to those public about
That's
the
good.
digital product.
That's good. Okay. That's coming to the final decision, Ramraj. That's what I told you.
Okay.
The judgments you have formed, but there are many things before that judgment. Okay, that's fine. Good that you've answered because I want students to make mistakes first. Then only they are going to learn. What about you, Jayanandani? What about you, Sri Balaji? What about you, Anju? What about you, HP? Who's the HP? I'm not sure who's that HP. Hewlett Packard. HP. Okay, fine. Come on, guys. See, just answer this question. So Ramra just put a very good perspective. So he's saying, I will just go and literate them. That's it. Direct answer. What about others? See, guys, open your mic and talk. That would be better, more than chat. Because critical thinking is all about discussing. Okay. From now on, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You guys have to only talk to me. Discuss. Go ahead. Don't type in the
Analyzing
chat,
the
guys.
reason, sir.
What?
Analyzing the reason why they are not illiterate. What are the causes?
That's good. That's
Finding
good.
out the causes.
Excellent, Jayanandini. I can understand what you're trying to say. Okay, good. Okay, after analyzing, what will you do?
Finding out the problems what they are facing,
Okay,
so I can create a better solution for them.
okay, okay. That's great. And what about others? One more thing is there. Okay, this is a very, very common answers people will always say. I want a little deeper answer. Come on, guys. If a number is given to you, okay, if a statistics or a data is given to you, so you're saying I analyze, sir. I will try to find the root cause, whatever you're saying. Then, then that's the difference between normal thinking and critical thinking. Come on, this is like a normal thinking, no? Design thinking methodology also pretty much says this: analyze, research, ideate, prototype. Okay, what is this critical then? Tell me. Hmm. Go ahead. Open your mic and talk, guys. That's what I want. Go ahead, just give it an attempt. See, I wanted you guys to attempt it. That's what I want.
uh, know the problem where they stuck to
Hmm.
use the digital product and gave some solution so
Hmm.
that even they can also use that.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. That's a little extension of what Jayanandini also said and what you earlier also said. But after that, what? After that, don't tell me problem solved. See, again, we are going into judgment. Okay, we are taking a judge to call at the last. But have we really gone into the depth of the problem? See, don't worry. This is a very detailed topic. I mean, you won't be able to get it in one go, but at least you can try now. You can start bringing this awareness to you. This is a skill which a designer must learn. See, it's not only about the final decision. Okay, stat is there, some statistics is there. Let's go and solve. No. See, analyze it from a multiple perspective. Analyze it from a perspective of government policies. Why people were not able to get the digital literacy. Okay. See, Anju, Sri Balaji, these people are from varied background, guys. Please bring a different perspective. You guys are keeping quiet. I don't know why. Are you guys in line? Or Jagdish, what is this topic you're talking about? I feel totally alien. Are you guys like that? Please type out in the
No,
chat what if it is like
no,
that.
sir, no, sir.
So just come forward for the discussion. This is not a what you call. I'm not asking you to write a formula for moment of inertia. This is a very, very simple questions. You guys have to try it out because this will come only in discussion. Okay, critical thinking skill, analogical thinking, this creativity, this will all only come when you start brainstorming with other people. Okay, see how other people are also opening the mic and telling. You guys also have to try. There is nothing shy. Okay, so critical thinking is not just taking one decision based on one fact and everything. Okay, let's go to the root cause. It's okay, fine. But critical thinking is also predicting the outcomes. What could be the real thing? Yeah, fact is one side, analysis is one side, and finding out using the various methods is one side, but also finding out, okay, what could be the possible way if this is happening 50 years before? What could be the 10 years after this, after now, if similar problem comes, what people could also encounter? Analyzing from a various perspective, and analyzing from a perspective of the government policies, analyzing from the perspective of people's ability to learn. See, sometimes government will provide a lot of benefits, but people will not take it. You may be thinking, we are in the poor country, like this and all. Nobody uses mobile. No, that is called judgment. This is called judgment. What Ramaraj initially made was a judgment. You will have to think about, okay, is there a real perspective of is the government problem or the people problem? The adaptability for people may also be a problem, right? You always don't have to go blame the government. You can also think about what people are also doing, why people were not able to learn despite a rules is being put and communicated by the government, why certain people are not following it. So see, now the entire problem shifted towards people's behavior. Are you guys understanding or not? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes.
What about Anju?
Yes, sir.
I think Anju is not understanding, right?
Lack of proper education and not getting the perfect communication direct from the government so that the people can't able to reach what they want in digital way.
That's a superb thing. See, now, Ramraj, come back to your first answer. Now, you have analyzed three perspectives and gave me the answer. Can you see the difference in your answers? Same, you only answered. I will tell you, this is actually, you have started developing a critical thinking now. It will be very vital when you do a product design research. It will be very vital when you start thinking about a problem. It's not like somebody is giving a problem, let's go and build the screen. Let's go and build some website. See, we are not screen builders or graphic designers. We are not even design thinkers. I would say we are problem solvers. So, critical thinking is a great tool which people will have, and you should not put any biases to it. Okay, let's see. Like a lot of people have this biases, right? Like let's say certain religion, they do this kind of a things. Certain people, their habits is like this. Like certain country, they are always like this. They always make this trouble. See, this kind of a biases should not disturb us. These biases are just biases. Yeah, these people are always like this, having the judgment, having the like let's say a particular culture is like this. All these things should be removed from our discussion. If you wanted to become a great critical thinker, particularly to see the truth, you should remove all these biases. You should remove all this social tagging which people have did. Gender bias, religious bias, cultural bias, caste bias, this, that. You should draw a very, very neutral perspective being a designer. You have to accept why the other people are telling like that. You have to understand what makes them tell that. Even if they are not able to tell the reason properly, you as a designer has to understand, okay, this is the reason this particular culture is behaving like that. It's nothing wrong. It's because of the habitat what these people have developed over the time. And we cannot really question, because if I was also in that situation, I would do the same. See, being critical, now you're getting into an empathetic mode because you have really the facts very clear in front of you. You have the data, you have the understanding, you have the behavior why people are behaving like this. Now you will make a very, very good informed decision. Now when you design and solve a problem, it will be more and more and more suitable for this audience or the people. And I've seen designers who are using these methods and approach, they will end up in a far more optimal solution. Nobody will be able to touch their solution. Even if you brainstorm for 1 year and get the solution, it will not be close to what people have really found out, because you understood the root cause, and it will not offend many people. See, that's the major thing. And the reason why critical thinking is very important in this day and age is we've been diversified by mainstream media, social media, and all these people are just typing out here and there. They are just what you call they're just creating a lot of biases, and they're polarizing the people. Of course, I would say, okay, the mainstream media is trying to polarize the people into a different direction. But we as a designer have to think, we have to unite the people. We have to unite this culture. And our design should solve a problem to make the people come closer, not fight each other and run away. Okay. So the essentials of design thinking being identifying the root cause and the problems, weighing the options. This is most important. You should have multiple perspectives and you should weigh, okay, in terms of cultural, what is the impact? In terms of behavior of the people, what is the impact? In terms of the government policies, what is the impact? In terms of the psychology of the user, what is the impact? In fact, of the climatic conditions, what is the impact? See, even climatic conditions play a major role. Even when you take European countries and other cold countries, the very reason why people are having, see, I will tell you what, in European countries, like the expense of bringing a mechanic or an electrician to your house is damn expensive. That is why all people in European countries, they have their own toolkit. They have their own electrical box and toolkit. Why? Because they can learn the small stuff from YouTube or anything and they can do the small repair. If they bring a lot of people from the outside, it is very, very expensive for them. So you can say, hey, these people are like, they wanted to save their money. That's why they are doing it on their own. No, you will think about like that, right? Okay, they wanted to save their money. That's why they had their own toolkit box and they're doing it. That's not the real reason. I'll tell you the real reason. In European countries, starting from 1950s, 60s, and 70s, like let's say after this World War, they were a very cold country always. Okay, if something happens, even they will not be able to go to their neighbors for help because the climate is like that. When you open the door, you will be freezed completely. Even when you put your hand outside, it's freezed. I've been there. It's like -5 degree, -7 degree. So they will do whatever it takes. Let me solve my own problem within my house. That is why they have their own toolkit, they have their drill gun, they have their. Nobody has that kind of a facility in our homes. But when you take any European homes, all these things are basically available. Electricians and plumbers will only come when very big problem comes. You understand, right? Climatic condition also plays a major factor here. And I tried to understand this when I was in Germany. Oh, this is why people are not taking what you call other people's support, because they know if other people has to come, first of all, the charges will be high. Second is they will not even come here. It's very cold outside, and they won't be able to go and get the support outside. So they themselves have become a small electricians and plumbers, and they will be able to just roll the sleeve and start doing the work. See, now the perspective has changed. If you are designing a product for these people, and you have to really think about how a common people can able to solve their own electrical problems. Let me design an electrical kit. Let me design a plumber kit. Let me design an instruction manual. Let me design a website where I'm going to target the small house owners who wanted to buy their electrical kit. So what is their needs? What is their wants? Let me list it. Let's see. Now your product targeting, your product design thinking will be becoming very different. See, this is called critical thinking. A marketing guy will not tell you this. A sales guy will not tell you this, because they will understand the market, they'll get the data, they'll predict the things. But the psychology and the human behavior and the cultural aspect, you as a designer has to think critically. This is what is called critical thinking, guys. How many of you understood this example in critical thinking? Type yes in the chat box. That's great. That's great. That's great. Only few people. What about others? What about others? Anju, Sri Balaji, Ramraj, I mean, not Ramraj, I would want other people to just come for a discussion and open up the fact. Question me. Jagdish, is this critical thinking? Tell me if it's right or not. Just don't type in the chat box and like, I want the discussion here in this particular topic. I'm saying, okay, for the next few minutes. If you guys are not discussing, I'm telling you, it will forget from your brain in next 24 hours. This is real. Okay. You will not remember this for a longer time. But when you start discussing and putting forth a fact, then automatically your neuroplasticity will start rewiring itself in a whole new different level. Okay. Okay. So what are the principles of critical thinking? Let me just give you a small analogy for it. First is being curious. You will have to always question the assumption. See, always try to understand more deeper. Do not ever come to a conclusion. I've seen many people coming to conclusion really fast. The moment when they see the fact, the moment when they see the situation, oh, acha, this is the problem. Let me go and solve. Let me build the website. Let me build the mobile app. Let me build the login screen. Please stop. First question. Try to understand a little deeper. Okay. Why are users abandoning their carts at the checkout page? See, it's a very good example, right? Everybody is saying 70% of the people abandon their website cart, right? When you go inside it, there are 80% of the people who use mobile for shopping applications. How many of you don't know this? Only 20% people use website-based application for shopping. So I have to focus on the 80% because that is the major population. In this 80%, people are abandoning the cart, the website, the e-commerce website like Amazon, Flipkart, something. So what is the problem for them to abandon this? A guy who don't understand this perspective, he will just go and talk to people randomly and then he'll conclude something. But when you apply critical thinking and being very curious, you should ask why people are behaving like this, and why particularly mobile, because mobile is the 80% of the users are using mobile shopping art user experience. What is making the people bad? Okay, let's look at the sizing. Let's look at the layout. Let's look at the responsive sizes. Let's look at the user need. Like, let's say the user need, is it really meeting there? Is the shopping products already been listed properly over there? Oh, the products are not listed properly. That is why people are not able to find out what they want. Let me go and find out that. Let me go and deeply research that first of all. Then you create an analysis for it. Once you started thinking about in one direction, break down that complex problem into a very small components. There could be a problem of layout, there could be a problem of sizing, there could be a problem of colors, there could be a problem of preference choice, there could be a problem of user behaving in the very wrong time. Maybe your offers are put in the wrong time. Maybe people are not able to comfortably place it, or maybe you put it on a month end where people can't buy these things. You have to put it at the start of the month where the salary will come. So there are a lot of business angle and creativity which needs to stretch for various aspects. Then your business will grow like anything. See, analyze all the pain point and user behavior data to find the actual thing which is lying. Then you start working on a logic. Now comes the logical perspective. See, use evidence-based reasoning. Like let's say, why in the month end people are not buying? Same users, while they log in on the day one of the month one, they're buying. That means it could be a money problem because they are not having a salary at the month end. They were able to purchase at the start of the month. How many of you waited for that? Oh, I wanted this shoe. Oh, I wanted this t-shirt. Let me wait for the salary. I'll get it. It's not like the website is bad. It's not the cart is bad. It's not the product design is bad. It's like the user behavior at that time was not ready to buy. See, you as a designer should not break your head much. You have to understand, okay, this is a month end. People will not normally engage in a sale. Okay, so let's try to create this offer or a bump offer or anything in the start of the month. Let's pop up that. So think about it. See, of course, you have to think as a designer like this. I told you, right? The climatic condition, the timing of the salary, the kind of the psychology of the user while they are going through this website. So everything matters a lot based on the evidence what you have. Prioritize design change backed by A/B testing results. See, A/B is a two methods. Okay, what is A/B testing is like let's say if you have an idea, okay, you don't know it will work or not. You try to create a two possibility for it. Test it out with one possibility. Okay, get the results. Okay, test it out with the B possibility. Test the result and compare which is really better. Like let's say if A performed better than the B, then you take A. That's it. And do more of A again and again and again so that you become profitable, your business success happens, right? So this is called A/B split testing. You're putting out the same combination or the concept in a two different possibilities and checking out, okay, with a small variation. If let's say B performs better, okay, let's keep the B parameters and then let's go for the B as an option. See, this is how you take a decision. It's not a big deal, okay? Open-mindedness. Fourth, very, very important thing. After you have a logical reason also, you should have an open mind to consider the diverse perspective and iterate. Collaborate with cross-functional team and get the feedback. Then you take a decision. See, finally only decision comes. But what we used to do, we forget all these things. We only take decision. One fact has come. Let me start building the screens. Typical mistake what we do. Okay, this is the common 5 important things. How many of you understood what is 5 important things what I've explained you now? How many of you understood what are the 5 important things we explained now? Type out of the chat yes if you were able to get it. Okay, that's great. Fine. So what are the techniques to improve this creativity, this critical thinking? First of all, 5 why techniques. See, always when a problem is given to you, ask why first time. Like let's say, why people are not joining the, like let's say, particularly you wanted to make the people join to a, like let's say a community. You are working in some kind of a CSR, okay? Or maybe you are working in some kind of a religious congregation. You are building some websites and products for these people, okay? So your client has said, see, we are spreading out our religious message to crores of people. We want all the people to join our WhatsApp group so that we can able to communicate to them. That's your objective. So you are building a simple a thank you page or a service page where people are coming into that and they're joining that WhatsApp group. Okay. So you have created that being a designer, but people are not joining. So you should ask why people are not joining. Okay. Maybe the call to action button is not clear. That's why people are not joining. Why call to action button is not clear? Okay, maybe the colors is not appealing, or maybe it is not even giving the priority for the user for them to go and click the call to action. Why it is not appealing for the people? Actually, it may be appealing, but people don't want to join as a reason for WhatsApp because their privacy is taken up. Oh, another perspective. See, when you start asking questions, guys, see, your perspective will start widening. You will see the multiple possibilities. Okay, so then we can tell one information. By joining the WhatsApp group, your number and contact detail will not be shared with anybody and nobody will be able to interact with you as well. This is only to give our communication. If you put the small message here and then you put a call to action button on the top, what happens? Next day itself, a lot of people will start joining the WhatsApp group. See, the problem solved. In spite of that also, some people are still not joining. Why? Okay, in spite of that, people are still not joining. Why? Why? Because they don't have WhatsApp. This could be another possibility, right? Half of the people are joining, other people are not having WhatsApp. Oh, what do I do for the WhatsApp people who don't have? I'll create another option saying, if you're not having WhatsApp, just put your email ID so that we'll send you the link for joining our live event, which is on coming 19th for our religious congregation. See, now 100 out of, I mean, out of 100, 80 people are joining your WhatsApp group. 10 more people who are not having the mobile and WhatsApp are joining the what you call email campaign or whatever having. Only remaining 10 people are left out. See, from zero, you went into 90% now by asking questions. Okay, in spite of creating WhatsApp, in spite of creating this live physical email campaign, still people are not joining. Why? 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 Because they are not coming and engaging in our pages. They're just clicking it, or they don't want to join. They don't like these religious messages. They don't like this kind of religion. Okay, these people will always be there. Not everybody will be inclined towards a certain religious messages, right? Yeah, that's fine. 80% to 90% is a good average rate. If you go and ask them why you don't like this religion, that's another big question. Okay, there are many bad things I've seen about this religion in the coming days in the newspaper. That is why I don't want this religious to happen. Yeah, it's your responsibility being a designer to communicate that information, what you collected from the data, and show to your client. Your client may be the religious leader. Okay, you'll say, okay, for because of this reason, people are not joining our religion. That's a good insight, right, for him. So he can go and fix that. He can communicate that rightly to the people. Hey, this has happened because of one people. Our religion is not really responsible for this. Please do not take this as a final call. Please join our group. Then the remaining 10% will also come and join. See, you as a designer has really think about a multiple perspective, and your objective is what? Your client needs to add 100 people in their WhatsApp group or maybe in their communication. If you solve a business problem like this, do you think the client will not pay you? The client will pay you hefty if you do this properly. If you go and understand and ask question, why? That is why it is very, very important. See, one example, why is the bounce rate high? Bounce rate means people are coming, but they're not able to get the decision. Okay. Page loading time is high. Images are not optimized. Design system does not prioritize and performance. See, there are multiple reasons. There could be a reason like your internet is slow. Okay. Or people attention time is low. See, there could be multiple factors, guys. Please think about it. It could be a problem of internet. It could be a problem of people. It could be a problem of design. It could be a problem of responsivity. Like let's say the responsiveness when you have in mobile, tablet, everything is very important. And then about the design system. There are multiple angles to see various different perspectives, guys. Are you guys getting it or not? Tell me. Yes, that's great. Explore ideas deeply with probing questions. The second method is questioning. I would recommend you to ask a lot of questions. If somebody is telling this, give me the proof. On what basis you're saying? Even if I'm telling you guys, you should stop me. You tell Jagdish, can you give me a fact for it? Can you give me evidence for it? You're just talking like a theory. Yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you put the perspective. Every time when I teach a skill, I just show the statistics because I know even without statistics, if I talk, it'll just go over your head. You will not get the real evidence. Okay. And always you have to think about, is there any alternate? Try to brainstorm, try to create a mind map out of it with your people. Visualize the connection between ideas to spark insights. Like let's say there is a tool called Miro, there is a tool called Envision. You can use this free account to create a very good mind maps. And whatever I'm showing you is also a mind map. You can just write down the connections, how this is connected. Map users personas to identify overlapping areas. That's good. You can do some kind of evaluation for your competitors, like let's say strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. See, you can use their opportunity for your opportunity when you analyze with a competitor. You can use their threat to make it as your opportunity. That's why you need to analyze in four perspective. What is the strength of our competitor? Weakness, opportunity, threat. Called SWOT analysis. And then you create a red team, blue team approach. How many of you don't know this red team, blue team? That's what we are exactly going to do now. Okay. So give me one topic, guys. Come on. We'll do it for the next 5 minutes. Give me one topic. I want everybody to switch on your camera and come forward. Okay. No hiding, nothing. I'm just keeping it in gallery view. Okay. Just come forward. Give me one topic here. Fast. Anju, Arvind, please switch on your camera. Jay Nandini. I wanted you guys to give me one topic. Ramraj, can you just type me one topic?
Tablets. The blind people can't able to read the tablets while they're taking the tablets from the shop. They will tell what the tablet is for, and while they come from home and they keep in a bunch of some other tablets also, so they are confused that which tablet is useful right now because of the blind.
Hello.
Okay. So this seems like, yeah, this is a very good problem, I would say. But I would say even easier one we can take, because the example, if it is easier, no, then you guys will be able to understand critical thinking better. I'll give you one example. Tell me that this is right or wrong. Like, let's say, how many of you will agree yes? How many of you will agree we know? We will have that kind of a topic. I understand what you're saying, Ramraj, is a very good problem statement. We can solve in design problems. But here we are learning critical thinking. First, let's go simple. We can also critically think for this problem. That's good. But let's do one thing. Okay. We'll take one assumption, what we've been thinking. Like, let's say, okay, I'm voting for, like, let's say I will have the team members, who wants to join my team. There are totally 8 people here. Okay. We'll have, we'll have, kindly rename in your Zoom. What are the team you want? Let's say I'm being the team one. Okay. I want 4 people to be in the team one. See, one, I put my team name as one. Okay. How many of you can become team one? Maybe Sri Balaji can be my side. HP can be my side, and Aravind can be my side. No, Jayanandini could be my side. Okay, fine. So the other people could be two. Please rename yourself as two. Go to the 3 dots in the Zoom and rename yourself as two. Okay, fine. Now listen to me very carefully. I'll give you one topic. We as a team one are voting that digital money, the digital money should be eradicated out of the system. Okay, and we are going to put one validation first, and you guys have to defend it and tell why digital money is super and why it is needed for the society. Fine, guys. Is it clear? Are we in line? Are we in line? The topic is clear or doubt is there? Please open your mic. I want everybody to open your mic and keep it open. Like, don't put it in mute. The discussion should happen. Then only we can learn this critical thinking skill. Okay. So now let me start from my side. Guys, are you able to rename yourself?
Can you please explain me once again the topic is?
Okay. Okay. So first of all, rename yourself. Whoever is in there. Okay. Jayanandini is one. Just a second, Jayanandini. I'll also rename yourself. Okay. 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 Rest of the people are two. One, two, one, two, three. 3 people are there. Okay. And Balaji be our side. Okay. Fine. Okay. So Ramraj, listen to me, team two. Okay. And listen, team one also. Okay. What one we are having is, we are going to support the physical money. We wanted digital money to be out of the system. Okay. So first of all, I'll talk about this topic first point. Okay. See, when we are tracking the digital payments, people are trying to know how we are spending. The banks and the merchants and the people who are there in the online market are trying to track our data, and our OTPs are shared, and our credit card and card information and internet banking are completely shared. So there could be a lot of hackers who would be stealing our data. So I want all this digital money to be taken out of the system, and I want physical money to come inside, and people wanted to spend in cash. That's my valid point. Okay. So now team two, talk about why you guys can able to do it. Okay. After me, one more team person, Balaji, will talk about the advantage of it. Okay. Yes, Ramraj, come on.
Advantage of the digital money or currency?
No, you are the against team now. Okay. You should talk about
Okay.
why digital money is good.
Okay. Digital money is good. Why? Because we through digital money, our currency will become white. So there is less chances are there for bribe and black money like that.
Okay. What about privacy, Balaji? So what about privacy, Ramraj? The privacy data stealing. So you're not thinking about that aspect?
Yeah, privacy is also one of the major concern, but nowadays the system is also take care about the anti-privacy, and they are going to build it a high secure system so that the people also came to awareness about the digital products, and they can easily go through anywhere with the digital money without having any theft problem.
Okay, I will put another fact here. See, when you're spending consciously, see Balaji and other people, please, you should also talk. It's not like I'm only talking, okay? You should give one point. I'm just starting out this discussion, but you guys have to majorly tell, okay? One more point I'll tell you, Ramraj. See, when people are consciously spending out from their pocket, okay, when you have the money and then when you spend from your hand, your consciousness will be very high and you will not spend that much. But when you have this card and online banking, you don't have that consciousness. Like you even swipe 20,000, 30,000, just like that. So that physical money consciousness, when people used to have 20, 30 years before, is not coming now. People are spending lavishly, I'm saying. So that is why this digital money should not be there. I want people to get the cash, spend it on live, because their spending consciousness will become high, I'm saying. Even though privacy, that on one side, but I'm saying the habit of the people has changed a lot, because nobody is now financially stable. They're saying they wanted to become, but it's not happening. I strongly believe if physical money comes, that will happen for sure. This is my valid ask or not. Tell me.
Also, we have sometimes facing the technical issues.
Yeah,
So physical money is always right.
yeah. Sometimes the bank server goes down, payment error happens. Yes, Purva, tell me.
So sometimes digital money can track the people's habits, like how they are spending and all. And while tracking, we can collect the data. Uh,
That's good. So you're talking about the first side, right? The team one, right? You're
uh,
talking you're with the team one or team two?
team
Team
two.
two means you should be against us. Okay. See, we are just putting the perspective of privacy. We are putting the perspective of safety. We are also putting this another point of spending habits, everything. Okay. But Ramraj is saying black money could be made white. I mean, this is one valid assumption what we have. But what I'm saying is people will any which ways make mistake. Whether you keep the thing digital or physical, people who are minting money and keeping as a black money, they're any which ways are going to do it. So we are not going to vote for that, but we wanted only physical money to be coming out of the system. We wanted strongly for this reason. Yes, Aravind, do you have any fact?
So, like easy transaction can be done, like it can be considered as a valid point.
Okay, easy transaction is good, but I would say for spending money, uh, yeah, digital transaction is very easy. You can do it in just one click. But I would also ask you if that transaction is really required or not. Have anybody really questioned and really thought, okay, do I have to really spend for this item, or can I just get it in some other way? Pe- People are not getting this consciousness just because the digital way is very easy. Just they are going to a website, shopping cart, purchasing it. Even people are just booking the Domino's pizza or anything, just coming out of the front door, and the dad mom doesn't even know that the food is being ordered. And the dad will the shop guy, the Domino pizza guy will ask, give me 1,500, two pizza your son has
Can
ordered.
be good for economy and good for business.
It is good for economy. Economic turnover will come. But what about the spending habits of the people? Tell me about that.
So
Yeah,
does
How
the
can I understand
company
this?
do care about spending habits about people? Like, does company do care, like when they have built so much e-commerce and all that? So, like, do they give offers and all, but sometimes cash payment is also invisible in some website.
Okay, this is a
Uh,
valid point. Hmm.
through digital payment, we can buy product from other countries also by websites, but with the cash, we can't buy.
This is a great perspective here. Excellent. Super, Ramraj. How many of you understood what he said?
yeah.
See?
Actually, it's a good perspective, and also like as you tell, like it will put the pressures on the people's like the parent while the son or daughter order the pizza or something in online. It will put obviously put the pressure while the delivery boy was outside in the door, and there is no option to any other option. Like the only way is to pay the delivery boy and get the pizza. But it will help sometimes when when our parents or when our friend was stuck in other location, they didn't have any money for an urgent use. It will help like they will send a QR as an image. We can able to send the money through there. It usually in emergency situations also.
That's great. That's great. Super. I really appreciate Aravind and Ramraj for this putting forward. Okay. Purva also put one very good point. So, see, guys, this is a very small activity. This is not to fight among ourselves. This is to just understand for each of the problem perspective, there are two sides to it. Okay. There are two sides to each and everything. But being a designer, we should not forget that. That's the major objective of this whole session. If you guys are not consciously feeling it, then your problem will be biased. You will not solve it properly. You will be assumption. You will be lying in assumptions, and this assumption is not going to help you anywhere to go ahead in your design career. And many times people will find out a lot of problem in your thought process. And when you analyze critical thinking and deliver a problem and a solution, people will see a far more difference in your solution. People will say, "Oh my God, I have not really thought about it." This is a great perspective here. That's a wonderful perspective. Excellent, Ramraj. How did you get that? This is great because you understood the mechanics and methods of it. Okay, so you guys got it. Purva, are you understanding? Jain
So,
and
yes, sir. So I have one doubt.
yeah, go ahead.
Like, sometimes is like the solution is presented. For example, if I take gym app, okay, so already solution is presented. Okay, through this digital app, we can solve the problem. Or no? This is out of topic. Just concern about critical. You have put the topic of the critical thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
So sometimes the solution is presented and we have to just design and how we can approach that. Like solution is totally presented by someone else. Like
Yeah, you will have to use the same method. Did you join the class later for the start?
yes, yes,
I've told you the 5 mechanics of how you can do it. Okay. See, listen to me. I'll quickly share. We have only 3 minutes. See, first of all, if a problem is given, okay, okay, be first curious. Analyze the statement what the people have presented as a solution. Try to bring a logical discussion for it. And then with the open mind, re-examine and find out. Then you take a decision for the solution what they've offered. Don't just assume whatever they said is right. Fine. And on spot of it, and on spite of it, if you're not able to get it, then use this 5 why technique. Use Socratic questioning. Always explore the ideas deeply with probing question and question and question. Okay. And always ask for evidence. Socrates and all those people, they have become big philosophers by probing the evidences. They always want something with the proper proof, or they won't believe. Okay, then you brainstorm it, then you create a SWOT analysis, and then you try to take a two-size team. Okay, inside your design team also tell like, hey, you be the team A, you be the team B. Let me put the fact you offend it. Let me see the two sides of it. Then you switch the team. Then you see the two sides of it. Then automatically you will be able to get a better perspective. Even though people have already brought the solution, but your solution will be always unique here. The reason being you have been analyzing the real case studies of it. Okay. See, I'll tell you one small information. Critical thinking activates the prefrontal cortex and boosts innovation. Structured critical thinking improves innovation by 40%. Design Cognition Journal says that reduces design fatigue, faster problem solving. Teams using critical thinking completes project 20 times faster because you're seeing the two sides of it. You will be able to understand why it is not deployable in the development side, why the testing team is not accepting this, why the development team is not accepting this, what are the technical things which is behind this website building and other things, so that you will be able to get a far more clear perspective, and it reduces the stress. Structured thinking minimizes a cognitive load and also reduces the stress. See, these are all the advantage what you guys are getting out of this critical thinking methodology. Okay, and I will also give you some chat GPT prompts, guys. If you guys are completely numb, you guys can able to use it out. Okay, I'm just pasting it out in the chat box. Please do take it out. Okay, before the call ends, just
sir.
copy this fast so that you guys will be able to get an advantage. See,
Yeah,
we
but
can do a lot of live activities, but for
fine.
now, this is where I conclude because we are already getting out of the time. This call will end in next 1 minute, guys. Okay. Any doubts is there, you reach out to me. I'll personally help you. But skill-wise, example, case study, debate, discussion, I just gave you. If you want to watch one more time, go to YouTube live and watch it before it's going into unlisted. And yeah, use that chat GPT prompt so that you can also build a very good critical thinking for your projects. Okay? Because for your project, if you start building critical thinking, you will start developing the consciousness for it. You can only learn design by implementing and applying and asking questions, guys. It cannot be done through a theory. Fine. With this, we are concluding this critical design thinking skill, guys. Fine. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
See, if you're clear
Yes,
or if you're
sir.
not clear, type NC, you reach out to me. I'll help you, not a problem.
Can you share this mind map on WhatsApp group?
Mind map, entire mind map.
Yes, because
I'll
there
never
are
share this mind maps to anybody. I'll share. Okay, I'll share only this critical thinking mind map. Okay, give me some time.
yes, yes, sir. So
All the
because
best, guys.
there are some points we miss out
I
because
understood. I'll definitely send you. Connect with me separately because this call will end now. Okay. I'll
yes.
send you as a PDF file.